So let's look at how we are going to modify uh, our HTML document. So because the span element is an inline element, let's bring some block level element that so that we will make the we will uh, have some difference between the you will see our text modifiers and our inline elements. So here I'll bring the break tag, which is specified by the br tag and empty tag. So here I'm also going to have my first modifier, which is the strong tag or the strong elements, which is also denoted by an opening and closing strong tags. So here I'm going to insert a text here and say this is a let's spell it, strong text. So in HTML, you can use the strong element to define an important text. So we can using the strong text to define the uh, a text which is important to you, which you want the HTML to understand that you are dealing with some important text. You can use the strong to do that. And also we can also have an emphasis tag which is also declared. So let's go down here, which is also denoted by em tag. So I'll have my opening and closing em to tell the browser this is an emphasis. Uh, this text is an emphasis. So I'll input some a text here and say this text here is an emphasis. So I'll hit on save and go back to my browser to refresh my page. So here we can see that this is the strong text has appeared on the browser bold have appeared on the browser boldly. So this tells the browser the text you have here is important. This is a strong text and it is important. And this is the emphasis. It has come on one line because they are all inline elements. So this means we can have some text in our paragraph, and we know the paragraph is also a block level element. So we can have a paragraph with text, and we can have an emphasis in that paragraph. We can also have a strong in that paragraph. So let's take a look at that. So here I have my paragraph tag. So I will say this paragraph contain both emphasis and a strong text. So here I'm going to make the emphasis. Okay, let me make both emphasis and emphasis text, emphasize text. So here I'll come with my em opening tag, then I'll come here and make my closing tag here. So this both an emphasis here will be an emphasized text, and so I'll make the strong text also become our important text here. So I'll bring the strong here I'll bring my strong here and I'll close my strong tag. So here I'll hit on save. I'll hit on save and go back to my browser and refresh the page. So here we can see this paragraph contains both the emphasized text. Let's see how the emphasized text is. The emphasized text have been italicized, which the browser is telling the uh, visitors that this text is an emphasized text. And we have also the strong text here, which the browser have bolded for us. So this is how we can modify our text in our web browser. Thank you.